Have you ever wondered why modern survival horror feels so deeply visceral across contemporary cinema and television? Apocalyptic narratives do far more than entertain or frighten audience. They become powerful sites for examining human behavior, institutional authority, and the fragility of social order. In this video essay, we move beyond plot summaries and character arcs to conduct a formal analysis of two landmark Korean survival dramas. First one is All of Us Are Dead, directed by Lee Jack and Kim Nam-soo. And second one is Duty After School, directed by Yong-il. Drawing upon analytic frameworks developed by Dr. Dilip Barad sir on cinematic storytelling, spatial continuity, and temporal structures, the study closely examines three extended scenes clips through an analysis of mise-en-scene, spatial organization, cinematography, editing, and sound design. We explore how cinematic form construct two contrasting thematic visions: the intimate struggle for personal agency and the institutional reality of systematic state exploitation. So, let us begin with our first scene.
The scene we have just watched shows how an ordinary school is turned into a military space through different cinematic techniques. Let's start with the mise-en-scene and costume design. At the beginning, the students are wearing normal uniforms, which represent everyday student life. But as soldiers enters the scene, everything changes. The soldiers wear camouflage uniforms, helmet, and carry weapons, while military trucks fill the school grounds. This strong visual contrast shows the difference between students and the military. The students are no longer seen as ordinary teenagers. They are treated like people who must follow the order of the state. Now, let's look at the use of space. Director Sung Yong-il sets the scene in the open school playground during bright daylight. Usually, daylight makes us feel safe, but here, the open space gives the students nowhere to hide. The white shots make them look small and exposed, while danger can come from any direction. This creates tension because the setting feels unsafe, which is the opposite of what we normally expect. Finally, notice the editing. The scene uses fast montage editing with quick jump cuts. We rapidly move between close up shots of frightened students, soldiers firing their guns, and wide shots of people running in panic. This fast cut makes the audience feel confused and stressed, just like the characters. Instead of simply watching the chaos, we almost experience it ourselves. While duty after school creates fear in an open space controlled by the military. Instead, all of us are dead creates fear inside the school building. In the next scene, pay attention to the colors, lighting, camera framing, and the use of silence. Unlike the previous scene, This one is quiet and slow. Instead of showing action, it focuses on the emotion of surviving students. Let's begin with the mise-en-scene. The students are still wearing their forest green school uniforms, but now the uniforms are covered with blood, dirt, and dust. Earlier, these uniforms represented school life and innocence. Now, they show pain, fear, and survival. The yellow walls and dim lighting also make the room feel dark, uncomfortable, and emotionally heavy. Next, look at the camera frame and the use of space. Director Lee Jack mostly uses static medium and wide shots. The students are spread around the room in small groups. Some lean against the broadcasting equipment while others quietly sit with their heads down. The camera hardly moves, making the room feel closed and trapped. As viewers, we feel that there is no easy way out. The sound design also plays a big role. Unlike the loud gunfire and fast editing in Duty After School, this scene is filled with silence. We hear soft breathing, quiet crying, whispered conversations, and gentle background music. The slow pace allows us to feel the sadness and emotional pain of the characters. Instead of exciting the audience, the scene asks us to sit with the characters' emotions. Our final clip takes us to one of the most intense moments in all of Us Until, the cafeteria outbreak. As you watch, notice how color, camera movement, editing, and sound work together to turn an ordinary school cafeteria into a terrifying space.
아, 안 친하다고.
이럴 때 한번 도와주면 안 되냐? 의리 없이 진짜.
This scene is a great example of how different cinematic techniques come together to create fear. As Dr. Dilip Barad explains in Understanding the Art of Cinematic Storytelling, mise-en-scene helps create meaning before the main action even begins. At first, everything looks normal. Students are sitting in the cafeteria wearing bright forest green school uniform, under simple overhead lights. These colors represent youth, school life, and innocence. But everything changes when infected students break through the glass doors. Suddenly, the bright green uniforms stand out against the dark red blood, turning familiar school setting into a frightening one. Now, let's look at the camera movement. The scene begins with calm, static shots while students are talking. As soon as the attack starts, the camera becomes handheld and moves quickly through the cafeteria. It follows students as they run between tables and try to escape. This moment makes us feel like we are inside the crowd instead of just watching from a distance. The sound editing makes us the scene even more intense. Quiet conversations are suddenly interrupted by the sound of breaking glass, screaming students, running footsteps, and background music. At the same time, the editing becomes much faster, showing people running, falling, and fighting to survive. Together, these techniques create a strong feeling of panic and confusion. After looking closely at these three scenes, we can clearly see that both series use cinematic techniques to tell different kinds of stories. Duty After School uses military costumes, open spaces, bright daylight, and fast editing to show how institutional institutions control young people and turn them into part of a larger system. On the other hand, All of Us Are Dead uses closed space, meaningful colors, careful camera work, silence, and emotional sound, designed to focus on the personal struggle for survival and the emotional journey of its characters. These scenes remind us that films do much more than tell story through dialogue. Meaning is created through costumes, lighting, camera movement, editing sound, and the way space is used. Every cinematic choice helps the audience understand the emotions, ideas, and thematic themes behind the story. Thank you so much everyone for watching the video.